Hey, Marsha, how you doing out there tonight? Hey, I see you. I see you. Welcome to another beautiful evening of the Cunnilingus Corner, where we eat your pages like nobody else. Tonight is another beautiful evening where we discuss authors, poets, a night of eroticism. Short stories, pages that you know get that pussy wet and them cocks hard. You know what I'm saying? I love that shit. Man, this corner, hey Tootie, how you doing out there? The goal is to always find new authors to vibe with. And the show is going well. I think this episode 7, if I'm not mistaken. And we have a special guest tonight. Her name is erotica novelist April. I've been vibing with her on Instagram for maybe 2 or 3 years now, and she has a nice little novel that I want y'all to get in. It's more like a triple threat. It's a series: love, pain, and ecstasy. Um, it's a good little book. I love it. The story got a main character by Brooke. When we bring her in, erotic E, nasty free. What's up, bro? Yeah. Vern, I see you out there. Hey, VA in the building. Uh, I can't wait to bring her in. I told her I was gonna warm y'all up, so here go a little erotic poem. I'm gonna drop a little something short and simple. One day, I'm gonna eat your pussy. Wow, you sing. Clap your thick thighs around my head until my ears ring. I'm greedy. And I'll floss with your G-string, tasting your favorite note, swallowing your syllables down my throat, sing some jazz. While my face ravish through your ass, abuse my tongue while you sing to some blues. You can remix country if you keep feeding me. Licking and biting on your tip while you hum, playing with your pussy, 2 fingers and 1 thumb. Scream like a soprano, playing on your pussy like musical keys, slapping his dick like drumsticks, beating your ass until you come. Force me to hear every sound, blowing your organs until your ears bleed. Grab my face, bust my nose, and sing as I suck your soul. This show is not over until your juices are dripping on the stage. Encore, encore. I stay ready for more. Hey, what's up, y'all? Once again, welcome to Cunnilingus Corner, where we get it in. I'm ready. I'm about to bring in the author of the evening, and I hope y'all are ready. Stick around. We're about to have a wonderful time. So I'm about to bring her in. So y'all clap it up out there in the viewer world for the beautiful, Instagram handle the dirtiest blondie, but I know her by, the novelist April. So, I'm going to bring her in and we're going to get this thing started. That's all right? Yeah, I can't wait. Kiki for Bama, how you doing out there? I see you. She'll pop in a minute. Yeah. Just flip it around. We with you. Oh, there you go, beautiful lady. How you doing?
Get myself
Hey,
straight.
you there. You there. Mm. Hey, Instagram didn't show no shame when you go live.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Very tempting. Beautiful. Now we know why they call you the dirtiest
Thank
blood.
that's that's hilarious.
Yeah. So how you doing tonight?
I'm good. How are
I'm doing
you?
wonderful. Thank you for being a part of Common Linguist Corner.
Of course, yeah. When you had brought up us doing this, and I was like, oh, he ain't said nothing in a minute, so I'm here.
Yes, you are. You are. Um, can you tell the viewers a little something about you?
Um, I guess more so I've been writing since I've been a kid. I think that's what a lot of writers say. I've always been writing since I was a kid. I'm a military brat. I live in Houston now, and I'm a big foodie, love to
Mm-hmm.
travel. And writing's kind of my hobby because I have my full-time job. But yeah, it's kind of a little bit about me. Um, I guess you would see, like, people see that on like my social media and stuff, but mainly on my Instagram, you don't see too much.
I
So
understand. You're a beautiful lady with a nasty mind. I love that.
supposedly, yeah.
uh, so how did you fall in love with writing short stories and novels?
With the short stories, it came like a Sunday thing, and I was just like, it's a short kind of drive through. You come and get what you need real
Mm,
quick, like a little
mm-hmm.
fix. And with books, it was more so I was always telling my friends a story, and they were telling me stories, and so I was writing like poems in high school and stuff like that. And then it was more so like, okay, and after I graduated college and I wasn't getting into my field and I was kind of at the house and I was like, well, I'm interviewing and stuff. And that's how I started writing the
Okay.
books, the first book. And then it just went from there.
Mm, that's what's up. That's what's up. We're not gonna waste too much time. I really want to get into your book. Um, like I was saying, it's a part of your book that kicks off. Brooke was growing up. She was young, and you had a scene in there where she was watching porn at an early age. Is there anything you can relate to that? Like, not saying you got to put yourself on blast, but just to talk about the porn.
I think everybody has a story like that. I can't think of any millennial who has not had the last channel on something random just so their mom or dad wouldn't catch them doing anything. So it's kind of just like, oh, okay, let me have it on Switch real quick. And it's HBO, Cinemax, Showtime. It was always something on the other channel so that way you wouldn't get busted. You ain't sure. Because I can't think of anybody my age who wasn't doing
Oh,
that.
wow. I was saying that when I was young, I got caught watching porn. I didn't get caught in act, but I blew that damn VCR up. That shit was hot as hell. I think my family, they went somewhere. I watched the hell out that damn porn tape. That's the old school. Yeah, popping them damn tapes on porn. Man, that goddamn VCR hot as shit. That's how I got caught, because they knew I was in their room watching all them damn porn tapes.
You get access to it. Who had it?
Yeah, man. People don't know nothing about them tapes. Shit, they ought to be lucky they got the damn internet now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But how did you get access? Like, who had the tapes?
Oh, my mom now.
Oh, not your
Yeah, I
mom.
snuck in their room. Hey, I can never forget. It was a fairy tale porn. They called him Little Dick. So based off Robin Hood, Little John, so the little cartoon guy had a dick, big as shit, going around fucking all the princesses and shit. Yeah, I was on one back then.
That's a hell of a name. Okay.
Yeah. Also in your story, there's another thing other people might not know. I want you to discuss the art of passing notes in school, because that was the shit growing up for me, and the creativity that came with it.
And a lot of like technology has like hindered
Mm-hmm.
that. So I was just like, when it came to passing notes, you had to, you could write out all your thoughts. You didn't have to be quick on the fly or anything like that, which is totally different because you had time in between classes. Because if I was done with my work, I had plenty of people to write notes to. I had, we was changing stuff at the locker, stuff like that. So, I feel like it's a lost art because, you can instantly, sense a text, and you can find out so much stuff about somebody on social media. But when you were doing notes, you was trying to find out everything, favorite color, everything, X, Y, and Z. But, with social media, you can actually like see somebody's like kind of from a shallow standpoint, so you can't even really see who they truly are. You could bypass somebody just based off that. You don't really get to truly know someone.
Yeah.
So with notes, it was a little bit different.
Yeah, but I think I got in trouble with all types of shit when I was a kid. Even with notes, I wrote a nasty ass note and blamed it on one of my homeboys. He got a whooping for that shit. I think I just been nasty early in life, you know. Yeah. But what I would like to do now, you have a special friend that I would like to bring in. To have her read a little excerpt from one of her from a little portion of your book. You know, that's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me bring her in.
Be around.
Okay, she'll be in a minute. Sandy, all the way from UK. Yes, notes is passing. People have a hard time writing. I know.
Illiterate. Okay. Illiterate.
And she should join us in a minute.
Okay.
I think it's a sound when I'm talking. I noticed that. I don't know why I'm having feedback. I never had feedback before.
That's weird. Yeah.
But I'm waiting on your friend to come in.
Okay. I'm waiting for her.
We're gonna try her again. Right now she's unable to join.
I was about to say, I don't want to mess up anything on my phone.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I'm trying again.
I don't want to mess up anything.
Hola.
Hello.
Hello to you all. How are you? I'm hearing all feedback.
Can you? How do I sound?
It's feedback.
Yeah, I thought it was on my end, but I'm not too sure.
I don't know whose end is on, but I can just hear it. When somebody talks, you sound like robots. I don't know.
Yeah, hold on 1 second.
Okay, yeah, she said she hear it too. Turn him down.
I am down. What about now? You hear me?
It is better.
Okay, I didn't do anything though.
I don't know. I don't hear it anymore.
Yeah, I'm saying I didn't touch my phone. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what happened. Okay, well, you in the game then. Tell everybody who you are.
Well, first of all, hello to everyone. My name is Takara, and I am really good friends with this amazing, incredible author that we are here with tonight. And I am the narrator of her incredible book.
Okay. Now, what you love about this book?
Everything. It was nasty.
Okay. And this is why you are here. I want you to dig in one of your favorite scenes and read it for the viewers right now.
Well, here's the problem. I
you
am
don't
having
have the book.
Look, wait. I don't have a hard copy, but look, and I'm having problems loading it up.
Oh, you got time. We gonna ask a few questions some more and give you time to load up.
Yes, please. And if so, I'm doing my best. I promise.
Oh no, don't go nowhere. You ain't getting off the hook.
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay. Also, this is for the ladies, and if you out there, you're welcome to chime in. There's a little thing down there you can send an inbox question to, and I'll see it. But growing up in, middle school, high school, just say you dating someone, because this was in the book, and you know, you feeling him or she feeling you, and all of a sudden this person had to move to another city and you just crush. How do you think, or how do you adapt to something like that or overcome something like that?
For me?
You can answer that. Because I think April logged off for a second.
Okay, so how can someone overcome and adapt?
Yeah, or move on, because, you know, they would date somebody. We said, remember, this is middle school years. So, you know, it's still kitty love, technically. So, but this, you feeling this person, people move. You know what I'm saying?
And
So
they
this
do.
dude, like in the book, Brooke was dating this guy, and all of a sudden he had to move. He didn't want to
Yeah.
tell her because he
Correct.
was going to hurt her, but he had to bounce on her. You know, so have they ever happened to you? You know?
It did. It did. I met a really young guy. He actually moved to Atlanta, and then when he moved to Atlanta, literally, I saw him one day, and the very next day he was gone. I didn't see him no more until 16 years later.
Oh,
And
shit, he ghosts you like
Yeah.
that?
But it wasn't. We weren't dating or anything. I did have a crush on him. Of course, he liked me too, but it never went anywhere. He moved away 16 years later. Now he's married with 3 kids. So it's like,
Can't miss what you never had.
I can't miss it at all. Would I have loved to have tried it? Oh, of course. Of course. Of course. Yes.
No,
But I don't think I ever got over it. I think I was still hurt. Yeah.
Okay.
I was still hurt.
Okay. Brooke, you okay out there? I mean, I'm calling her character. April, you okay?
Yeah. That's so funny. But yeah, but I heard the question though. But it didn't really wasn't an experience of mine, so I wrote that into the book about the whole moving thing, because I think like it does happen. It's not like crazy to have that scenario in there, because people move and have to go to different schools or whatever. So I kind of wanted to put that in there too, because like I'm a real, you know, I want to write realistic stuff.
Mm-hmm. I understand. Yeah. Now, this is the question of the evening. Back in the day,
Okay.
and it happened in the
Okay.
book, they was really at the brook because they wanted to pop a cherry. Why do you feel that guys back there really was at the virgin to get so they can have to be the first one to pop a cherry? And you know, we got different people, different ages. Of course, the woman was a virgin, but somebody was very important for them to see if they can get that blood up out of her for the first time. You know, so why did you create something like that?
I mean, for me, it's more so I hate all that, you know, stuff that's not really happening. And that's a realistic thing that's happening about someone feeling nervous about their first time and things like that. So I wanted it to be real. And so when talking about it, it's like, you know, guys, from my standpoint, it's like, okay, she trusts me. I'm her first experience. I'm her everything. You know, so it's like setting the tone for how they're going to keep going. And I wanted to show that even if it's a bad experience, you know, you still keep going for it. You know, then doesn't just have to be like, oh, dang, it really was a bad situation. So that's why I just wanted to make sure that that was told. So
I like that. I like that. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about Randall. He was in the book. Brooke's first encounter to give head was with Randall. What made you write it, you know, unpleasant? Because he was trying to put it down her throat, you know, knowing that was her first time, you know. So what made you bring it like that?
because like not everyone's first experience, you know, don't go right, you know, and I don't like to sugarcoat anything. So if I'm gonna tell it, I'm gonna tell it all, you know, when in that sense, because, you know, I'm not thinking 50 Shades of Grey. I'm thinking real stuff, because every experience ain't gonna be like, wow, mind blowing, back breaking. You know, it's not gonna be like that. So I just wanted to show kind of, and it kind of goes into the rest of the book where it's kind of like a character development. It's like, okay, I had a really bad experience here, but I'm gonna still keep going for mine. You know, in that sense, because it's not like she stopped. you know, and she kept on going. She kept on doing it, you know. So she had, I think this overall Randall was just, you know, just an experience within itself. It's kind of like the do's and don'ts, a lot of don'ts in that.
A whole lot of don'ts.
Yeah, indeed, indeed. So do you feel that Brooke was looking for love in all the wrong places?
And it's like, I think she was just looking for love in general. And there's nothing wrong with that at all, especially when you're younger, or if you don't have kind of that establishment in your own, like being told that in your household, like you're beautiful, you're this and that. You start going any and everywhere to hear it. So I kind of wanted to put that out there. Like, it's not bad to look for love. It's just like, you're young, you naive. You got to go through those experiences to know who's really for you and who's not.
Now, this is a question I didn't actually give you, but I got to bring it back, so I'm thinking of it. Because it was still like, bring back so much of a childhood memory. And, you know, when she was in class, her friends, the female, like, hey, he ain't fingered you yet? That used to be the shit to try to finger a girl, you know, back in the day. So I really thank you for just putting that in the book, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna, hey, I got them fingers, and you start smelling it, trying to show it to your homeboys.
Yeah, because I think like everyone kind of skips and goes straight to the hardcore, you know, just porn scene. And it's like, there's a lot to build up to that. You know, I don't know anyone who just went straight into it and was just like, you know, I'm great, I'm fantastic. It wasn't like that. Not from anyone I talked to. It was always like, I gotta work at this, or I don't know what I'm doing. I am lost. And a lot of us were taught not from like a sex therapist. We were learning from porn, our friends, you know, brother, sister, whatever, you know. We didn't know what we was doing either. So we weren't getting taught like how to, you know, a lot of our, especially where I was at, sex education was, here's a banana, here's a condom, you know, do your thing. That was it. It wasn't, that was it. Or keep your legs closed was what I was hearing at the house. So I had nothing.
That's what I'm saying. This generation here know nothing about the art of hunching with your clothes up. That was the shit.
Ooh, a lot of West.
Yeah, that was the shit. Hunching them pants. You thought you was really doing something. Hey, I tell people all the time, that's safe sex.
Literally.
The ultimate stuff.
Yeah. You know, it's an artist I got to be vibing with. You know, her name Jessie Reyes. And she has a song that said, "He brought you down, now climb on top of me." How did you feel when people mistreat Brooke and she always ran back around her to get her nut on?
It was more so like when women run back, it's like it's familiar. You're going to hear the things you want to hear, or at least get something out of it that you used to. So you don't run off to the next person. You know, you go back to what you're familiar with. And that's what I constantly saw, especially in college and stuff. It's like, you know, why add another body? I'll just go back to what I know. You know, I was kind of like thinking in that sense. But that was where I was kind of headed with that, because it's not always a new person. Sometimes you double back to what you know.
Familiarity.
Beautiful lady on the right. How you doing over there?
Pray for me. So, having technical difficulties.
I think if you don't, like, if you take off your video or whatever, then you can go to what
Tell me how to do it. This is my first time on this thing, so tell me how to do it.
I'm going to try to take you off.
Please do. And then I'll be able to, you can still hear me?
I hope so.
Okay, let's try it. I'm with it. I'm new at this.
But there should be like something on the top of your screen that shows like a microphone. Or that too, you know.
I don't know why we having feedback tonight. I don't know, you know.
No clue. None. There was someone asked a question too.
Sandy, she said everything in the journey, even said you don't get it right the first time.
Yeah, that's true. I thought I saw someone else say something too. Maybe I'm crazy.
Can y'all hear me? No? You can
No,
hear
we can
me?
hear you.
Okay,
Yeah.
so am I able to click off and then go and read it so you can hear me?
I think so.
You just turn off your video. Yeah, I think
Okay, I'm
that's
gonna try
fine.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You hear me?
Okay, that
Could
I don't know yet.
could you hear me?
I tell you what,
I
are you on your phone or on your computer?
On the phone.
Okay. Just read it off the phone.
That's the thing. Once I click off to go back to the actual where I got it saved, I can't hear you guys anymore.
Oh, okay, okay.
how about hey, where's a tablet at when you need it?
Who are you telling?
Oh my good Lord, where another phone at? I mean,
Hey,
with two phones, like, come on, get
so we're gonna have to get it up in this thing.
Yes.
So my
I
next
was like,
question
I gotta
is
do
about self-confidence. And do you feel that her father, by not being in the book a lot, caused her to chase after all these dudes because she didn't feel like she was attractive or she was eager just to have sex? How do you feel about that?
With Brooke, I wanted to be realistic because I don't know anybody who just talked to their daddy
That's
about
true.
men. I don't. I personally myself, I'm be like, hey, let me get some advice from you because it's awkward. Like my little girl is doing, adult things, so I don't. I personally, because I don't talk to my dad about that. It's weird. So when you come from that standpoint, and then if you have like another, like your mom or something, who's not really talking to you about it, you kind of just like, okay, let me try it out. And then if you aren't confident within yourself, you kind of go back to really bad behaviors. Like you're just like, okay, I'm gonna tolerate it. It's toxic. I don't care. And I just keep going back because it's like that's all
Mm-hmm.
you know. And especially when it's people that you like or whatever, you'll just keep tolerating it until you know what you're worth. And until then, it's nothing you can do about it.
That's true. That's true. Mm-hmm. Can you tell the viewers a little bit about the rest of the series?
It follows her still toxic behavior, still going after people who she should not be, hopping into a long-term relationship, like a real, like a more of an adult situation where you could actually date and not have to be, sneaking, holding hands in the hallways, like actually seeing what that looks like. And from that aspect, there's a couple of consequences to her actions that is realistic and it need to be wrote because it really does
Okay.
happen.
I got a question for you all the way from UK. My friend Sandy would like to know, and this is a question I probably was late getting to, but I'm getting to it now. She's still here. She would like to know, why do we as women feel that a man is the only one to be satisfied? He fingered me. Do you even know where your fingers should be? Any one of y'all can answer that.
They, especially at a young age, they don't know. They just shoving stuff in there. It's just shove, no technique, just whatever it is, let me just hit something. It's like you missed
Right.
everything.
I think too is just the idea to say that
It's
I've
just-
done it before. Yeah, I did her. I got her. And then of course it's the talk of, okay, well, what does she smell like? What did she do? What was it just like you said earlier, was it blood? What was it? What did you see?
Yeah, Sandy has another question. You don't have to
Right.
answer this unless you like. She would like to know, what age did you become sexual active?
Oh, is that for the author?
It can be for any one of y'all.
That's funny. Takara, you can go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, for me, I was a late bloomer. I didn't have a problem waiting until I was 16, and then of course I got pregnant when I was 17.
Damn.
Oh, practice makes perfect, didn't it?
Don't it? Yeah, it was the worst.
Wow.
Yeah, because when you told me you had, I'm like, how old? Like, how'd you manage it? You're like,
and not only that,
I was like, never
my
mind.
baby will be. She has a birthday tomorrow. She'll be
happy
21.
birthday.
Yes.
Yay. I was like, when you told me that, I was like, oh, she probably got like a 10-year-old or something. You're like, nah. I was like,
Sandy
oh.
said she got
okay.
you beat. She started when she was 23, so don't feel bad.
Oh. Bless you, dear. Wow. I'm not mad at 23. You did well, boom. Very well.
It's too many temptations. It's too many.
Yeah, man. So that's what's up. Question. What do you see your rank going at in the future?
I really have been saying this forever. Everyone probably is tired of me saying, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna write another book, and then I still have not. I've done everything but I've done short stories. I did the audiobook. I've done everything but actually write. And it's like I already know what the next book would be like, and it's just like I need to write it. But it's like when you don't have inspiration or anything, you just don't write. This is like I'm just stuck. It's like I don't. When you don't have like a muse or something that inspires you, and then I guess life happened, and you know, my own hustle with my career and stuff like that, with my own development, and I just kind of got lost, and I just stopped, and I don't know, I guess I've been living life, focusing on myself and improving myself, and I just kind of fell off a little bit. I don't want people to forget about me, but it's just like I kind of just started doing other things. But my goal is to write another book. Oh, Sandy asked a question. What makes you do erotic books? What inspires you?
That's a good one.
That's a good one. What made me do it is because I guess I've always had, I was explicit about how I was telling things and how I would say things, and that's kind of how that went. But what inspires me is more so actually having somebody, like being in a relationship or having someone who gets that passion out of me. So because I've been extremely to myself, I haven't been doing anything. So it's kind of like I have nothing to write about. Like, you know, I brush my teeth. Like, it's not nothing exciting about that. Like, I went to the mall. Like, it's nothing that's exciting to nobody. So I can't, you know, pull it out. But like when you're actually involved and, you know, you got all these feelings and stuff like that, it's very easy for me to turn on some Jodeci or something and get to work. Like I will just start writing and it just flows out. But it's like I have the storyline, but like the sex scenes themselves, that's really hard to like fill in those blanks.
Oh, wow. So let me see what this question. Oh, I don't know if I need to read that one. Kiki Fabella. Okay, I'm gonna read it. So, if you are a virgin, Instagram. I guess she's saying anybody can answer this. I'm assuming she asking, if I get this right, that are you still a virgin if you take it up the booty first or something? I could be wrong.
Because
I could be reading that wrong, but I'm thinking that's what that is.
I think I know where she's going because that is actually the homie. That's Kiki for Bama. She does streaming and
Alabama,
stuff like that.
That's what's up. So yeah, I'm thinking she asked if you still a virgin if you take it up the ass first.
Well, we were told that in college. I think that's what she's referring to. So, she was like, somebody told us, it's like, well, I'm still a virgin. because I took it up the ass, so it doesn't count. And so y'all look like, I mean, is that a technicality? We don't know, who really says what counts for what. So I think that's what she's for. So I guess that's to anybody. Does it count? I guess it's more so for y'all because we kind of look puzzled when this was told
Okay.
to us.
Hey, maybe it don't count. You slide into first base. I don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay, to the narrator.
I mean, that's really
I think
hard.
her camera is spinning. But when she come back, I need to know if this your first voice job. This is a question that is asked from Lucy Love 84.
I can
Oh,
answer.
go ahead.
Yeah, I can tell her she's it's her first job. Narrating job. I had selected her where we followed each other or whatever. So that's what I heard her speaking, like she does videos and stuff like that and her TikToks, and I was like, oh, hold up. Her voice sounds like something, I want here. It's very soothing. This is common. I'm like, I'm not about to use my voice.
And you know what?
So I was like,
and we waiting on her ass to get her shit together so everybody can hear her. So we giving her time. We giving her time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure we get it in because they gonna hear what she had to say.
Yeah, we gotta make sure that. Let me see if I can do something here without dropping off. That's what I'm trying to see.
Oh no, she asking me to be back in again.
This.
So let me see.
Okay, I will be right back. I mean, you can still hear me, but I'm trying to see now if I drop off, you can add me back.
Okay. Hey, she's good to go now, April.
Oh,
she's good to go.
Okay, I need you to read it because I'm not.
Okay.
Hey, after all this time, this better be some juicy, sticky shit.
Okay.
Yeah, there's something because it's not necessarily. There's another scene in there.
It's a lot.
So, from another book. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay,
We got time.
I had to go steal somebody else's phone downstairs.
I said we need another time.
All right, here we go. I drove out of the driveway, knowing I was ready to do something with him. It had been months since I had last had sex and wanted to feel Jarrell's familiar touch. I was too happy when he greeted me at the car door with a hug and a kiss. I probably lit up like a Christmas tree. He grabbed my ass and I ran up the stairs to get together. I walked in and introduced myself to everyone. He had passed me a drink. I felt the alcohol slowly take over my senses. He sat on the couch with me and let me put my head on his chest. My eyelids were drooping and everything seemed like a dream. I whispered to him that we should be alone. He smiled at me and kissed my forehead. We walked out into the brisk night. We cannot do anything in this parking lot. People are coming in and out of the apartment, I said. How about we go to the stadium parking lot over there? He asked. It was far enough and open enough for us to see if anyone was going to come. So we took my car and drove over to the vacant lot with the bright lights. I put my car in park and hopped in the back seat with him. I felt his warm hand search my body as he kissed me deeply. He spread my legs and placed his hand in the warm area. He removed my pants and panties. I watched him unbuckle his belt as we uncomfortably lay in the back seat as he put on a condom. The first push in was the explosion of pain and pleasure. I relaxed and let his dick travel through my flooded tunnels. I reached for the headrest to place my clammy hands on. He licked my neck as I held on to the back of his. One leg was pinned down by his head as he went in and out. Then both of my legs were behind my head as he was leaning on my legs for support. The windows began to fall as my moans were so heavy, my breath covered the windows. as we were by ourselves so I could say his name over and over again as loud as I wanted to. I'm getting a cramp, he said. You've got to be kidding, I thought. Ugh, you're joking, right? I asked. No, he said. He sat up and I laughed at him. He rolled his eyes at me, but the main thing I was looking at was the hard dick that still had not ejaculated. So I gently tugged at his dick while his head went into the headrest. You don't stop, do you? He asked. Not at all, I said. Well, how about you get on top of me then? He asked. You sure you're going to be able to handle that? I asked. Ha. Come on over, he demanded. I straddled him and slowly put his dick inside me. He slumped into the seat and cupped my ass. I dug my face into the seat as I slowly rolled him. I kissed him as I made small circular motions and felt his fingertips dig into my thigh. I didn't want to get off of him, but he had me like a newborn baby, just fawning all over his attention. He was giving me everything I wanted right then. The passion had boiled over, and the curse words were just sweeping out of both of our mouths. The friction between my clit and his dick managed to give me a small orgasm, and it felt amazing. He destroyed me to the point where we had to separate because of how hot we both were. I didn't know sex could be so intense and fueled with lust. After a break, we went on to do another round. He had me going to the point of no return. I couldn't help but slightly squeeze his dick with my vaginal muscles as I went up and down on it. I felt the sweat drip down my forehead to my exposed breast. Big titty, big thighs, big lips, big ass, he said, as we took another break. Do you have to call everything big? I asked. Yeah, because it is, he said as he hit my leg. I spread my legs across the back seat to his lap. I wanted this to last forever. I didn't want him to leave. I wanted to fast forward to our life together. He showed me, staring at him and hovering over me to kiss him. I smiled, grabbing his face to give him a sensual kiss back. Then that led to another round of fucking. Except this time, we had run out of condoms. We used all 4 of the condoms I brought with me, he said, feeling around his pockets. Oh, shit, I said. We could stop and pick up some later, he said. No, you haven't even got a nut, I said. It's cool. I told you condoms made me last longer. If you got yours, I'm good, he said. Well, I'm on birth control. If we trust each other, we could just do without it, I said. You sure? He said. Yeah, I promise. Nothing will happen, I said. Okay, then. This is just the first time I've ever had sex without a condom, he said. Well, good. I'm your first at something, I said. With the thin plastic blocking his dick from meeting the dripping cave inside of me, his eyes saw the inside of his mind as my wetness met the tip of his dick. I mounted my lips on his neck as he readjusted his legs to not instantly come right then. So, does this feel good to you? I teasingly asked. Yes, he said, as he placed my hands on his back. As I kept riding him, he grabbed my breast and sucked on my nipple. He did it as a coupling mechanism to not moan. I had him right where I wanted him. I leaned back so he could get a better view of everything. I arched my back so I could jerk my vagina like I was thumb on a joystick. Fuck, he exclaimed. You okay? I smiled at him. Yeah, shit, he said in return. I knew I was hitting his spot and making him think about coming every time. I glided on his dick. His heavy breathing sounded like a dog in the heat with no water. His dick was covered in all of my cream to the point I had to sit up straight because it would slip out instantly. I made his dick look like the equivalent of a hot dog roasting inside of glass, just dripping in oil. Wait, fuck, he exclaimed. What? I asked. I'm about to come, he said, as he held me close so I could bounce. So I couldn't bounce anymore. Well, that's what I want, I said. I'm just trying to make this last a little bit longer, he said, catching his breath. Stop being difficult, I said. Your damn pussy is like a slip and slide, he said. Isn't that a good thing? I thought. I asked, kissing him and slowly bouncing again. Ugh, yeah, he said. I slowly rolled my body as he put his hand in the middle of my chest. He brought me closer to grab my neck as I drenched his boxers. He took off his glasses and watched as I began to pull on his shirt. I used his shirt as an anchor to ride him faster. His sex face just made me want to fuck him harder. Damn, I hate you, he said as he held onto my waist. Why is that? I asked as I pushed back my hair. You know exactly why, he said, as he tried to maintain his composure. I just wanted you to come for me, I said. He rubbed every inch of my torso. I heard his toes cracked and watched him bite his lips. I rotated at the tip and pushed down. All my juices flowed and made me puddle around his dick. He sucked my nipples really hard and then pushed me off of him. I saw literally the longest discharge of cum in my life. I was oozing out and I watched in fascination. Oh, fuck, he groaned. I've got some napkins, I hope, I said, laughing. This shit ain't funny. Brooke, I mean, damn, he said, smirking. Let me wipe that off of you, I said, patting down on him. Nah, let me, because this shit's sensitive, he said, grabbing the napkins from him. You still hate me? I asked. Nah, you just had Roscoe going crazy, and I wasn't thinking clearly, he said, laughing. Roscoe? Why are we naming our private parts dog names now? All of that was payback from all the times you made me come, I said. So, this is what this is about? Oh, okay. You know, if you had went to UMAL, we would be fucking all the time, and you would already be pregnant. I just hate that you stay up there, he said. Just think, winter break is around the corner, and like hell, you would have gotten me pregnant, I said. That ain't soon enough, and you're right. I want to be the only baby you have for a while, he said, as if you got any cum left for me to fuck out of you, I said.
Hey, that's what's up. Fucking in the car. That's true. What's up? Yeah. You brought it on in. Yeah. Loving that. Yeah, man, that's some good shit. You know, I'm pretty sure the readers, liking it. They liking it. Yeah, Sandy from the United Kingdom, she did throw a comment up. She said, when you she said she wanted you to turn it up a little more aggressiveness because she wanted to feel that shit in the car.
It's supposed to be everything, the man, the woman, everything.
Yeah. So my next question is, April, are there any authors you would love to meet?
Definitely Tracy McMillan, who did Waiting to Excel and How Stella Got Her Groove Back. That's my girl. So she's more so like who, because I don't read other erotic authors, which I know that's crazy to a lot of folks. Like I really don't, because I didn't want to have an idea of somebody else's, even, by accidents or, by doing that. So that's why I want to make sure that, I don't really listen or I just did my own thing. So I don't really have, watching movies and different stuff of adaptations, but she's the only one that I've listened to, and it wasn't really like erotic or anything like that. She had a few sex scenes, but it wasn't like that. So that's why I was just like, that's the only one that I really
Okay.
could think of that's kind of similar to what
That's
you
what's
want to do.
up. What advice do you have for new writers?
More so deciding if you want a publisher or not, going ahead and making sure you stay focused on the task. Don't be like me, procrastinating and having writer's block. And if you do have writer's block, think about what caused you to start writing, which I need to take my own advice. I really do, because I'm slacking a lot, a lot myself. And making sure if you get a publisher, make sure what type of contract you have, that you have creative control, that you're not a slave. Because I have some people I've heard, in the groups that I'm in, they do like 5 to 10 books a year. I'm like, ain't no way that you writing quality. I mean, you could be, that's your only job, but I know a lot of people who are writing, this is their second job or their hobby. So I'm like, I guess you guys just writing whatever at this point. So I would definitely say that. And just to, if you have people around you, don't be afraid to like share your work, because that's what I had. I had people, Kiki for Bama, who's still on there. She was one of the people who would read. I was in a chapter, so she's been through the whole thing with me. So she would know for a fact. So it's just more so like getting people's input before you even like submit it to an editor or a publisher or whoever. But me, I'm a self-published author, so it's a little bit different.
Okay.
So, and
there's
questions.
She want to know how long did it take you to write the book? That's Lucy Love, 84.
So the first book I did like a year and a half. The other books, the second and third, somewhere around a year, 8 months. So I took my time because I'm working. I was working, or interviewing when I first started this. So I wasn't just solely focused on this. So I tried to at least try for 5 to 10 pages a day, and then something would happen. I forgot. Whoops. So yeah, that was kind of my thing. I feel like someone else asked something.
Let me scroll
too.
back up.
I feel like we did something.
No, Sandy said you turned it up. Great narrator at the end. You were turning it up. I don't see another question after that.
Thank you.
Oh, Sandy was just saying that about the whole, when we were talking about the whole ass thing, she was just like, for a woman to be considered a virgin, her hymen needs to be broken if we get technical. That's what I was saying. Yeah, that's what I was like. I could have sworn there was someone who had said, I feel like I had saw it, but I felt like, did I miss it?
Miss Wright would know, when did you know you wanted to be a writer?
I've been journaling my thoughts since I was, I had open heart surgery when I was a kid. So that's when it started. Because I didn't think anybody understood where I was coming from. Because it's like you're having something really drastic happen to you, and you have to mature quicker than a lot of people your age. And I felt like nobody understood me, and how scared I was. And it's like, okay, here you are, take you out the hospital, we're done. You got to deal with, I couldn't interact with people. It was more so I couldn't walk down the flight of stairs by myself. So that was kind of my thing, where I started expressing myself, because I didn't think anybody understood.
That's what's up. We still got time for a few more questions. Anybody out there in the viewer room want to ask? We got time to read them and, ask the question. So feel free.
I was about to say that excerpt was long.
Somebody just asked another question. Lucy Love is back. She want to know, Takara, had this inspired you to do more voice work, or are you one and done?
Yes. I would have never even thought about narrating or doing anything had this amazing beauty here had she literally spoken 1 year prior to us doing it. She said, "Oh, I want you to read some stuff for me." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And I immediately told her, "No problem, just let me know when." And then next thing I know, literally, she hit me last year and said, "Okay, it's time." I was like, "Oh, for real, we ready?" And she said, "No, it's a go." And we had our first meeting, and then she said, "I'm going to introduce you to the engineer." And lo and behold, it's been going ever since. I love it. Would I do it again? Yes, absolutely.
Okay. This was one of my questions, but Kiki for Bama Gaming stole it. So I love her for that. She want to know, where can we find your books and how many you have? What time frames are your book based off?
That's funny. The books are on Amazon, Nook, which is Barnes and Noble, iTunes because of the whole audio thing. So iBooks too. It's in over 10,000 public libraries. So Smashwords did that. And so pretty much anywhere you can find it as between audio or in a virtual sense, what we use every day, you'll be able to find it for sure. I can't think where else. Time frames. I feel like somewhere that you asked that too. And how many books? It's 3 books, but the audio book has all 3 books in one. So that way you don't have to worry about like, it's all together. You can just listen to it. So it's about 7 to 8 hours. And I'm trying to think. And then what time frames? First book is pretty much beginning. So that's like childhood, from the whole, oh my gosh, watching porn at a young age to beginning of college. And then really the second and third book is pretty much following into college. So first book kind of pretty much ends freshman year. And then you go into sophomore, kind of junior type thing. So that's why I have it for Brooke at that point.
Okay. Yeah, that's what's up. We have anybody else out there in the viewing land? No, Sandy said your voice is amazing, especially for her being from the United Kingdom, hearing different accents, especially when you got into it. Great job.
She's talking about Takara, right?
Yeah.
Maybe both.
Maybe both.
Yeah, that's all right. Let's applaud.
Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, so you got on into it. So you picked a good narrator to do your books. So that's a blessing. I'm glad y'all tag teaming it. So it's going well. It's going well. So I love it. Is there any stories you didn't tell in the book under instruction? Okay, yeah, ask that question. Yes, April.
Yeah. There's plenty of stories because the stories came from my imagination, my friends, myself. So it's a lot of different stories are in there. But like a story that didn't get talked about was someone was leaving someone's house after they had, had relations and things like that. And the car gets stuck in the middle of the country and there's a train coming and their car is stuck on the train track. So like the mayor, residents, magically, thank God, a mechanic was out there and was able to get the car off the tracks before the car gets hit. Wow. So that is one of the things. It's like, yeah, it's crazy. Left that one out. It's pretty terrible. Who knows? I might put it in there because it's quite an entertaining story because, you about to lose your whole car. You a college student. You might be in, if you don't end up dead, your parents gonna make sure, what was you doing out there? You a whole hour and a half away from campus. What you doing? That's one. So that's one story that was There's lots of stories. Lots.
I got a
Okay.
question for the author. I have one. I have a great one. So, excuse me, Miss Author. How much and what part of this book that you wrote in all three was about you personally? Which story or stories?
It. I would say it's a decent amount. There's a nice chunk of me in there, but certain scenes are kind of manipulated so certain people wouldn't be identified, or it's not even my story. So I can't give away a percentage because then you would know, But I can't give no percentage now. I'm just saying, I'm in there.
You in there? Get in there. She in there.
You know, you was there, you would know.
Yeah.
I'm in there though. I have to tell you later which one.
Yeah. She ain't gonna let all of it out. Now, Takara, somebody asked, that they might need your service, narration service in the future. You can post your Instagram link in the comments. I did share with the lady that did ask. I DM'd her your profile, but you're welcome to share. I was trying to type your name in, but I'm like, hey, it ain't coming up. So that's why we got all them little hearts and stuff under my name. But I did send it to her. But and Sandy has another question. She said, you write about sex. What do you feel about sex and sexual experiences? Are you comfortable in asking for pleasure?
How do I feel about currently at my old age?
You young, man. You better go somewhere.
Turning 30 in a few weeks. I feel old.
Oh, shit.
Bones is, cracking. How I feel about it now is definitely getting a new sense of myself, and how I feel and what being sexy means and what sex means to me in a sense like that. So how do I feel about it? It's more so I will ask in that and kind of, and I wasn't like that. I guess I was more so I was doing it for the man in the situation, so it's not like that anymore, because it's like, well, why am I here? What am I doing here? If it's not for me, I shouldn't be doing it for somebody else. Like, this is an equal, mutual thing. And I wasn't with too many selfish people like that, who understood. Why was I afraid to ask? Because I was younger. I can definitely say that I was afraid to, because I didn't know. I just thought, I didn't want to run anybody off or anything like that. So that's been years ago, totally different story now. So it's a little bit different when you become older. You don't want just anybody and anything just inside you and using your soul ties and doing all that. No. So it's totally different. And if you're going to be we all in this together, we going to speak this out, because I ain't leaving empty handed. So that's different.
Okay. That's what's up. Okay, got it. I'll make sure me and Sandy was tracking it, And then, I think it's like 7-8 hour difference over there in UK. I can't tell right now, 5, 6. So Sandy is in the hours, like 1, 2 in the morning joining us.
Good gracious of light. Well, thank you, love. Woo.
T Carmel 24 is almost like asking for something specific to please you would have been met with suspicion. Okay.
Yep. I mean, I could see that, because there's some men who are just like, I already know what I'm doing, so you don't need to question that. And it's just like, you can't use the same techniques on everybody. It's not going to work. So everybody's different. Some women are into, the whole chest play. Don't touch me up there. Leave me alone. Some women are, want to get tied up, different things, but everyone has their own little kinks and what they do not like, and don't touch them there. And there's other people who are open, and, I've seen men who are just like, nah, it's my way or no way. And it's just like, you got to be open to, constructive criticism, or at least, telling people, and not even really criticism, just telling them what you want.
Lucy Love said, I let them fuck up. Let me go back to that. I let them fuck up. I'm not going to help you get better for the next bitch. She didn't say bitch, but I just threw it in there. I just threw it in there just for the hell of it. It sounded good.
Oh, no. Lucy ain't say all that.
No, she didn't say all that.
She said
she didn't say all that. I just put the exclamation mark on it.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's right. That's right. You ain't gotta be no teacher.
When I tell you Lucy Love 84 is incredible, that I know her personally.
You saying she ain't got them giving out no tips to go down this door. Fuck that shit.
Now for the free, I see you, Lucy.
Child.
Okay. Can get the juice.
Man, that's what's up. Do you have any questions for me?
Not really a question, but more of a thank you. Thank you for having me in Jakar, and having a space for authors like myself, because I'm never in front of the camera. People will tell you in the comments, it'd be shocking when I have a picture, because they'd be like, oh, all she does is post memes and talk about the books. I really appreciate the platform, because I never do anything like this. I'll be behind the scenes. I'll do, just audio of myself, like doing radio and podcasts. So this is different for me. I think, this is the first time I've done something like this. So
I appreciate it. I wanted to create a space for authors. And that's why I got this wild title. Because I love reading different books, So whatever I find come across my feed, I just hit people up and I want to get on the show, you know what I'm saying? And some people join, some say they'll get back with me, but I keep it flowing, The corner gonna stay wet. The corner gonna stay wet. We got the dopest corner on Instagram. It's building up every week. Every week we do it. I'm looking for more authors, writers, poets. I love having flyers created for them.
Yes.
Just a little something. I feel if I could just get a few readers to maybe get engaged with a book, then the job was well served, and that's the goal. Even if it's only one, I tell people that's one reader you didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely,
that's what I love getting. I tell people, man, I'm gonna eat your pages. Sound freaky as shit, but I love it. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. I'm gonna eat them pages. You know it, Takara. You know it.
Somebody wants you to eat them. Because you see, my man Lucy said, "What that mouth do?" She's talking about you.
What? Oh, she's an interviewer.
Oh, Lucy. Hey, Lucy, the mouth do a lot of shit. I am a poet. I do write as well. Yeah. I talk a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't around from the opening beginning.
Lucy, I think he know what he doing, boo. You better go watch his YouTube.
I stay. I'm like April. I stay behind the scenes a lot. Most times you don't see a lot of my shit. I be like, I don't even record myself when I be performing. I used to back in the day. So you probably won't hardly see a lot.
What you
performing? Spoken word. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. Because my mind went left.
I didn't know you did something else.
Yeah, people do think I used to dance.
Sorry.
Hey. Dudes got jobs. Can't be pulling his dick out on stage. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Dudes got jobs. You know what I'm saying?
My mind went all the way left. I'm glad you cleared that up.
Hey, you'd have called me about 15, 18 years ago. Shit. Goddamn, I'd have beaten that motherfucker and skeeted across the floor.
Ooh, okay.
It's a good thing. I tell people it's a good thing that I'm on this level now. I can focus. I tell people it's hard to sell books and introduce your craft if you're only trying to beg motherfuckers. You ain't making no damn money, and I'm all about trying to get my books out there. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm gonna get them wet. Best believe that. You know what I'm saying?
That's a disclaimer.
They gonna get wet. Lucy, where you at?
Oh, 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 Lucy Love, come through.
Uh-oh, Lucy. Uh-oh, not that long distance lover. Okay. Okay. Someone said something. Oh, Sandy.
What's
Sandy's
Sandy talking
back.
about? The only thing you teaching is your own
And-
pleasure. We are not all the same. I think she's talking about me.
But she has a question. As an erotic writer, what is your deepest fantasy?
That's a good one. They call me Tsunami, baby.
Dang.
Wait,
Is that for me or who?
that's for you. That's Lucy,
That's-
baby. She said, "Don't
Lucy's
play with it."
Oh, that's for me.
Yes, that's for you, boo.
Lucy, right?
I have fantasies that I have to put in books because I can't tell a lot of people because I'm into some crazy shit. And, I don't have a lot of male friends, so a lot of shit I do by myself. I got some fantasies that I just can't tell motherfuckers. Maybe only one person might know. There's a whole nother level to some shit I like doing. You know what I'm saying?
You Lucy might have to get a separate call going
I
after
might,
this.
man. I might. I'm more into. I like being dominant and submissive at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
How?
It's different. You know what I'm saying? It's different.
I can understand what he's for. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. There's some levels to that shit. Oh, she said, call me. Oh, damn. She get wet like that. Lucy Love going through these comments. Don't play with Auntie. Arkansas is a short drive. Lucy Love wilding out up in this motherfucker.
Hey. Come on, hotel. Come on, AR.
Lucy Love better take her ass to bed, goddamn.
We trying to put Lucy. Yeah, how far is Arkansas
Man, I don't
from
know. Y'all got shows down there? Shit, set one up. I'll come down. Shit.
Lucy Love, set it up. Set it up. I'm coming.
Hey, shit. Follow, goddamn. Set up a show, goddamn. I'll bring you some dancers with me. You know what I'm saying? We'll wild out. Yeah, we'll wild out. Lucy Love is off the chain. But some things is good for books because once you involve, especially with the internet and shit back in the day, before the internet, and it took you like 8 hours to upload shit on YouTube back in the day. You didn't have to worry about people filming you having phones. So you used to be able to do stupid shit back in the day. But now you can't do a whole bunch of shit unless you with a different audience, But I like learning shit every day. How about that?
Lucy's
Lucy and Pony Boo. You better say
Lucy
something.
with an audience of one. Damn, Lucy. Lucy Love.
Lord, my friends.
Hey, Lucy from Arkansas. She trying to get that razor back.
Hey.
You better Lucy trying to tell you what's up.
I see that. I gotta be in my professional stance. I can't be fucking with Lucy right now. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think you can.
Not right now. But you heard that. Not right now. See, Lucy, you got a chance. He said not right now.
Go inbox him, Lucy. Go into your number.
Lucy is off the chain. Yeah, we love Lucy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah.
I say you could get up on here too. Does Lucy right? We could set up a personal interview.
Yeah, Lucy might need her own interview coming up. You know what I'm saying?
Look at that.
Yeah, Lucy, we might have to bring you back. You know what I'm saying? Lucy, Yeah. That my mouth talks a lot of wet poetry, though. You know what I'm saying? It does. Y'all missed the beginning. You missed the beginning.
Child. T. Carmel. Oh my God. Child. Are y'all seeing this?
Who's C. Carmel? We know her.
I know her. I know.
Who you know?
I know Lucy Love 84, and I know T Carmel 24. Say what? Oh, T said, "Let me sit that." Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
You know, Razorbacks ain't hitting. Uh-uh.
She
It's
said, you know,
always one side.
Razorbacks
It's
ain't been hitting no
always.
much lately.
Always.
Hey, I appreciate that. Hey, that's my Bama girl looking out for me. You know
Such
what I'm
a
saying?
hater. Such a hater.
She said they ain't hit no shit.
It's
Hey, tonight has been wonderful. You know what I'm saying?
It has. It really has.
I have really enjoyed myself. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Sandy's back again. Let's see what Sandy's saying. There was two, but only visually the same. A double helping of the sweetest chocolate candy. Do they look me to play fantasy? I'm trying to analyze this, Sandy. Double helping. I don't know if she's saying I'm looking at you all and can I visual a threesome? I don't know what the fuck she said. I might be thinking too hard. Sandy, help me out with this.
I think she is saying that. Hold on, someone else says something. What they say?
I'm speaking through loosely spirit. I ain't said it. Yeah.
Marsha Marie 21. Who's the one person who knows what you really like?
Yeah,
I think that's for you. God, what you like? Does
Marsha is
know?
one of my biggest fans.
Oh, come on, Marsha. Hey.
Oh.
Listen, do you know personally what he like?
She seen you perform at shows and stuff.
Okay, because again, my mind went left.
Yeah, we was like,
yeah.
We just
She seen me for the first time perform, and we've been cool ever since. Yeah.
I do have a question for you.
Sure, go ahead.
And I'm just asking, if I am being too nosy, please just tell me to shut the entire hell up. You seem very sexual. Clearly.
I'm very open.
Why you keep
and very open.
Why you keep
very vibrant. So when did you lose your virginity, and what is the one thing that you really, really like? The one thing, like every time you literally have a sexual experience, you have to do.
Now or later?
Both.
I mean, no, I'm just saying, when I was younger or now?
Both.
When did I lose it? I'm gonna say I don't know. Most guys don't keep count. I don't know.
Okay.
What do I like to do now? I love playing Picasso when I masturbate and see how far I can shoot up my chest. And I'm not taking no more questions tonight.
No, Lucy got a question. You
I'm not a Scorpio.
She don't know what your sign is.
Where'd she get that from?
I don't know. She wanted to know, and I was like, it's in his name, but maybe we all crazy.
Wait, let me get my
I'm a Gemini.
What you like?
And I do that because I tell people I was a late bloomer with masturbating. I never did it when I was younger. I traveled up with the military, and I started late. And I didn't realize the joy. And Sandy said, why did I pass by what I asked? Sandy, I need you to clarify that question so I can break it down. And I just think it's artful, you know, to explode. And, you know, I think it's magnificent. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I take that kind of act and I'll turn it into poems. People don't know if it's true or not, but I know. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And, you know, it's certain poems like, so are you a shooter? Everybody knows. Gemini shoots. You so damn funny. But yeah, man. So, you know, and then you take images like that. And then, you know, Sandy, I'm waiting for you to clarify that question so I can bring it back. You know, I think the poem goes like this. Supernatural hands challenging the laws of motion, dry rub, lube or lotion, draining my emotions. I love the way when she massages my shaft, blowing her breath over my tip, my pre-com she sips, and I could pray for head, but her hands have the power to raise the dead, for my nuts are trapped inside like demons, and she's patient with her exorcism, for they are many. Dick dances in her hands like Sierra. We level up every time she sticks a finger in my butt. Deeper in my trenches, she crawls, teeth tugging on my balls, stroking up, down, down and up. What the fuck? She releases and slides her fingers in her eternal witness, leaving me breathless. And no man should allow a woman to work alone, so I'll take over, pounding my fist while she spreads heaven gates. I sing while she sings. The angels in heaven sings from the pleasure that we brings. We are on one accord. Oh my Lord, we are on one accord, jerking, losing control, speaking in unknown tones, and my spirit shoots and lands on her breast. And this is what I call worship. Yeah, so, that is.
I think I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant.
You keep touching yourself, Sakari. You keep touching yourself.
Wait a minute.
Hey, D Crane PP. I'm seriously, ma'am, a woman. I'm not too sure the handle name. I apologize. I'm serious. I really don't remember. I was young, and I also had a rough dry spell too. I was trying my hardest to get laid. Back in the day, shit, I wasn't getting shit. Them girls were feeling me back in the day. I'm gonna be honest. I ain't have what the other guys had. I was skinny. And shit just wasn't working out, goddamn. So I'm really trying to remember when. Sorry, I don't know. I was young. Pretty sure it was before 13. But like I said, I did a lot of hunching though with my clothes up. I can tell you that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Lord. Lucy said
Baby,
something.
did you drink it? Give me that milk, baby, so I can make sweet cream.
Lucy is out the
Go ahead and stand up for Lucy so she can see you. Go ahead and stand up and give a twirl.
So Sandy was asking about threesomes. I'm thinking.
Who's supposed
Sandy,
to be?
are we right? Yeah, Lucy trying to drink milk tonight. She wants some of that thick ass buttermilk. They don't even sell it in the store, the green cartons and shit.
Hey, Lucy Love 84. What that mouth do?
I don't know. Lucy might be.
Ain't about Lucy.
Melatonin kick it in.
Hey, Sandy, are you asking about threesomes or not?
She said me too.
What I'm looking for? I'm looking for something. I don't never tell everything. I hide shit. You know what I'm saying? I do a good job of hiding shit.
I asked Lucy what that mouth do. She said whatever it need to. There you go. There you go,
man,
host.
her ass is on one tonight. I tell you that much. Her ass is on one tonight.
She in the right spot.
You need to give Lucy a twirl. She want to see.
Lucy ain't booking no shows in Arkansas.
You gotta give us something.
Lucy, I'll sing you a book. How about that, Lucy? I'll sing you a book. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, how you gonna sign it though? Is it gonna be in ink?
Yeah, she got to get the ink version. You know what I'm saying? She got to get the ink version. She want that for Costco. That's what she wants. She want that. You know what I'm saying? She got to do right. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I'm looking for some of my shit. I don't even know what kind of shit I got. Anywho, yeah, I do write about threesome. I want a book. Kiki Bam want a book. Now, if I start autographing books, they are free on Kindle Unlimited. You know what I'm saying? They are free on Kindle Unlimited. You know what I'm saying? Because these books do cost, but, I do work a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But they are free on Kindle Unlimited. And I can't join and do the threesome poem. I think Sandy want to do a poem. So, Takara, yes. I am going to beam you out because Sandy want to do a threesome poem. So I'm going to bring Sandy in. Okay,
Yes,
can I bring Sandy in?
it
Okay.
was a pleasure, sir. Thank you for having me on. I really appreciate it. To my beautiful sweetheart, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. I look forward to doing way more with you. Thank you.
You're welcome, Takara. You've been a
All right.
beautiful narrator and a wonderful friend, and we love
Thank
you as
you.
well.
Yes, love you guys.
All right.
Thank
Later.
you. Love. Bye.
Okay, I think I got it now. I just talk shit. I ain't about shit. Lucy, I love you anyway. But yeah, make sure you DM me, Lucy. I got Sandy coming in. If I'm not mistaken, I think she wanted to read the threesome poem. She's coming.
That's
Yeah,
what she said.
she said she was coming.
No pun intended.
Sandy. I guess she coming.
Andy man went to sleep.
Yeah, Sandy don't want to sleep. It's here 1 o'clock.
Yeah, she did.
Come on, Sandy.
We have.
It's Sandy, she unable to join. You gonna get on up in there. We got time to wait on you.
This is about to be your longest
I
episode.
know, right? Hey, that's because y'all was funny as shit. But yeah, Sandy,
Yeah.
Lucy, make sure you DM me. I'm gonna send you a copy of one of my books because you funny as shit. She's coming. You know it is 1:30 in the morning, so yeah.
Oh no, she about to get some tea.
I know it. Yeah, tea and cookies.
Mm-hmm. Crumpets.
Yeah.
It's everything bridge.
Oh shit.
I don't know. Like I'm just thinking everything, you know, poutine. I don't know, that's Canadian. Some I know she over there.
Hey. D Crane said she could be occupied. There she go.
Hey,
Oh,
I'm gonna have to take. Oh, shall I take these out of my ears?
No, we can hear you.
Hello, hi.
Hey.
I love you guys' accent. It's so different. And as Fernando knows, yes, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning here in England. So I am coming from all the way from the UK. So I asked the question. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. I asked the question about what's your deepest fantasies, and as Freak Nardo or Fernando, whichever way you want to call him, knows, I do write poetry. I haven't written anything for a long time because I had to lock off from it because I wanted to take a step back from the creative scene. But this was a poem I wrote about fantasies. So I'm going to say it. I'm going to do it. So I want you to kind of imagine that you're outside in a coffee shop, minding your own business, sipping on your coffee, okay? And then you look up, and there they were, two, but only visually the same. The sweetest chocolate eye candy. So I questioned to myself, do they like to play? Enticing to the eye, but oh, so stimulating to my scent. I can only imagine to my tongue how they would taste. So I watch the identical pleasures and my mind goes deep, 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 deep into those places of fantasies. You know the ones, ladies, that we are too ashamed to speak. So have you ever wondered what it would be like having both your lips kissed and caressed at the same time? Two mouths, four hands, a combination of sensations, while your top lips are being pleasured, is at the same time your bottom lips are being pleasured too.
Mm.
Can you allow yourself to wonder how it would feel is while you are being eaten, is while you are being fed, while the oh so tender tongue is licking your breast, is at the same time the oh so tender tongue is licking your clit in the figure 8. The identical pleasures, the identical sins go back deep, deep, deep into that place of fantasies that we are too ashamed to speak. And that's where it came from. So it is a threesome poem, and
Mm.
it's just a thought.
It's a
You
wet
know.
thought. That's why you flooding the sheets over there in London right about now.
It sounds so much
Okay,
sexier
where you
with an
looking?
accent because I have an accent. Just like with the American accent, it sounds so much more sexier.
Hey,
Yours was
every time
sexier.
y'all British people say my country accent is sexy, I be like, what the fuck? And I love it. I say, I gotta get over there, goddamn it, because this accent doing shit like that, motherfucker need to move.
I'm so I swear, I wish you would come to England.
Well, you
They're
never
not
know.
ready for you. They're not ready for you.
No,
They're
but
not
hey,
ready
I'm
for you.
telling you, I know y'all do shows and shit. So when they click up, let me know.
I used to do my own events called Open Minds. And I would say, like I said earlier, and I think you don't, in America, you lot are so much more. When you talk about erotic poetry, because I remember Silver did a night. And she invited erotic poets on. The American poets are a lot more full on than the English ones. A lot more full on in, you will say things like dick, wonder words. I don't, don't get me wrong. I don't mind saying dick, but they said it. I don't mind. I'm just saying, I don't mind. But I think you are more full on saying dick. Even the word cunt, which is one I don't like to say, but they do. Pussy and all that. It's to a degree, we don't really say that.
Yeah.
We kind of brush on it a little bit.
Okay, y'all just blow on it. Okay. Hey, D. Crane said your accent is sexy. He said it's sexier.
You're damn straight it's sexy. Thank you. You know me, I own it. You know me, I will own it all day long. I will own it. But there's one other one I would do, and I think sometimes, and it was very strange when I did this, a number of men turned around and said to me, shit, I didn't realize that. And it was almost like I called it morning after, but I also realized that I don't have sex at night only. I will have sex when I want to have, anytime during the day when I want to have sex. I need to move back to England. Okay. So I said I need to move back to England. And then I said, well, what I would call it is after. And I would just like to share this with you guys because I think there's sometimes as women, we need to have our voices heard during our sexual experiences.
Okay.
Okay. So, Fernando, do you remember that day when you kissed me and then you leave? And do you know what I did? I'm answering your question, Fernando. Do you know what I did?
I got, when you said my name, I got mesmerized.
Do you know what I did?
What's that?
I laid here not wanting to get clean. I waited silently, hoping that you'd return, but my silence was only met with silence. It had been 5 minutes, but it seemed like an eternity. And still, I did not want to get clean. So do you know what I did?
What's that?
I laid in the sweat and memory of our sex. My hands still my body still tingled from your every touch. Hands remembering where you had been, but my body could not hold on to the memory. Oh shit, you know I've forgotten it now. Oh shit, sorry, I've forgotten it. Oh, I forgot it. Hand,
Oh Lord. Okay.
Sorry, what did you say?
Oh, sorry.
Hey, hey,
No, nothing.
hey, hey, hey,
Hands
hey, Kiki starting shit again. Kiki talking about I need to put it on both of y'all at the same time and speak some shit.
Okay, we can do that. We can do that, Kiki. You can do that. Sorry, I'm asking you because I was very interested in your book. So I'm asking you, are you like
Hey, hey,
talking to
hey,
me now?
hey, hey, y'all wilding out tonight. You're wilding out.
Okay, you kiss me and then you leave. And I laid not wanting to get clean. I waited 5 minutes hoping that you'd return, but my silence was only met with silence. It's been 10 minutes and still you have not returned. So I laid here in the sweat and memory of our sex. My body still tingles from your every touch. Hands remembering where you have been, but fingers don't feel me the way you filled me. I had laid not wanting to get clean, holding on longer to our late night bedroom scene. You were hard and you were rough, you were gentle and you were soft. I was open and I was ready. I felt you deep, but now I feel empty. I was laying, hands remembering where you had been, touching, feeling, caressing, but they were not your hands. I'd laid, not wanting to get clean, holding on longer to our late night bedroom scene. The time is clicking by, and still I lay, not wanting to get clean, holding on longer to our late night bedroom scene. I think that was it. Okay.
Oh, Carolina King 79.
Where's my
Hey,
hands
Carolina King 79 said he feeling this all fire. All fire.
Where are your hands at during this? Where your hands at?
God.
You
No,
know.
her hands was somewhere else. They was playing with the London Bridge.
Yeah, on the London Bridge somewhere. You know, that's all I'm saying.
Hey, first, I always have to thank you from joining in from England. It's always a pleasure, and that's a blessing for you just to take time out of your busy day just to say hello.
I just want to say hi. You know what? Say that again.
You said hello. You said it very loud.
How are you doing anyway?
I'm doing wonderful. We'll be back here next week, so you can come on back.
You can lock me out. I don't have to lock
Now
out.
this is one of the longest episodes. So April, you did this shit.
Sorry, guys.
It's okay. Now, I think I got another guy that want to say something, and then we're gonna end this show if he want to. Erotic E, do you want to say something? Type yes or no. Yeah, safe. Hey, that damn British done came in. Oh, the British are coming. The British is coming.
She was about to put some tea on you, literally.
Yeah.
Spill it.
So I don't know if he want to say anything tonight. I am really loving this shit. This was a great episode. It was a pleasure. People coming in, joining in. It was really nice. Thank you, Sandy. We love you.
Yeah, thanks, Andy.
Yes, thank you. Erotic E, this your time, Erotic E. If you want to say anything, we got you a lot of viewers. If you want to come in and say something. Yeah, he might be at work or something. I don't know. Shit. Yeah. Have anybody else want to say any special words before we, tune off? Tonight been great. The set was beautiful. All the viewers were lovely. I thank y'all.
D Crane, you got some? D Crane probably looking at your lips, April. That's why he like on the thing.
That no, we are friends. That's a whole
Shit, you know what I mean? You can't look shit.
I got a little
Oh, you
gloss,
said no.
I
Okay.
got a little.
Okay, well, hey, he said no. He took up for you. Maybe he was thinking about Sandy then.
Yeah. There's something else. Oh my God. Okay, we're done here. You can close it up. Close it up.
Okay, we done. Hey, but I thank y'all. Please remember, her books are available on all the media outlets, iTunes, Amazon, Smashwords. Please follow her. If you're looking for a nice read. It is a 3-book series, or you can just buy it individually, however you want it. But please support her. I'll be posting links again for anybody that need it. If you didn't get the link, please DM me and I'll post the links for you. Lucy out of Arkansas, don't forget to DM me if you want your book. You too, Bama. So if you Bama, I'll hook you up. But thank you, April, for coming to the show, the Cunnilingus Corner, where we eat your pages and spit it back at you with a number of reviews. Tonight was awesome. I thank y'all. And once again, wish you a wonderful journey on your writing and all your creativity. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you,
All
everyone.
right. All right.
Bye.